I keep starting this video and just getting lost in the weeds, so I'm thinking that I'll just make it a bunch of shorter videos and try and keep to a specific small topic for each one, and that way it'll be easier to watch. First of all, I'm not associated with Upland in any way other than I play the game. I have been a player for quite a while, but I enjoy playing the game, and there are things that I find to be a little bit time consuming and tedious, and that's why I have made a few extensions for the game, and I know that's why other players have made the tools that they have made. Most of us are trying to help other players play the game as well. It's not like we're being greedy and just keeping everything to ourselves. I imagine there are players that do that, but the few of us that are generating stuff that are tools that other players can use, we often do it for free. I would like more players to be playing the game because it will help reduce the fluctuations we see in prices. And that is part of the problem that we have right now, is that especially for seeds, the price of the seeds goes up and down dramatically even during a day. And it must be very difficult for new players to try and figure out, like, do they like the game or not? And so this is the reason why I would like to see more players in the game, is to try and smooth out the fluctuations we see in the prices of things. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. All of the things that I'm going to be showing you are just the way that I play the game. This is not financial advice. Develop your own strategy, blah, blah, blah. The other thing I'm going to say is that I am quite comfortable dealing with exchanges, crypto exchanges on the internet and online. I have been doing that for quite a long time too. And so for me, purchasing Sparklet outside of the game and bringing it into the game is not difficult. It's something that I understand. So if you have never done that before, you may want to start doing it slowly. Only use a small amount of money at the beginning. Don't do anything too difficult. If you lose $10, that's way better than losing $5,000. Just be aware that there are a lot of things that you can do that, or traps that you can fall into that you don't even know exist at the moment. And so be aware of what you are doing. Do your own research when it comes to cryptocurrencies. I do not want to make a video showing you how to bring Sparklet into Upland. I would prefer that you actually watched videos made by professional financial advisors in that regard, but not that there are that many. I don't want to be the person responsible that you would say, hey, you told me to do this and it didn't work. The things that I do I know they work for me. I live in Canada. We have certain restrictions when it comes to cryptocurrencies. I'm doing what the law allows here, and it is like the whole world of cryptocurrencies is very bizarre at the moment. Some countries think they're illegal and some don't mind them at all. It just depends on where you are. So the difficulties in playing Upland, I'm sure that the Upland team itself knows that this is the state of the world at the moment, and that's why a lot of the things that you can do with the cryptocurrencies that we need are available in game. And one of them is that you can purchase UPX is the in-game currency, and it's tied to the dollar, the US dollar. So $1 is worth 1,000 UPX on the way into the game. And Sparklet, the price of Sparklet varies on an exchange outside of Upland, and it will vary in Upland, but very much slower. Like the price that you've seen of Sparklet in game doesn't change all that much. STEM is kind of the same thing as the Sparklet, or as UPX. The value is tied to the dollar. and that's pretty much it. So there's four currencies that you need to worry about at the moment: US dollar, UPX, Sparklet, and STEM. And all of these are involved in seeds and plants, which makes, in my mind, seeds and planting and plants and Sparklet, for that matter, the most complicated part of Upland at the moment. So if you wanted to purchase Sparklet in game, which is what you need to generate seeds, you cannot generate a seed any other way other than having Sparklet, and you lose your Sparklet as you do it. You're essentially spending the Sparklet to gain seeds. So some players feel that that's not something they want to do. They had to spend dollars to get Sparklet, and then they're giving the Sparklet away or exchanging it to get a seed. If you play Upland and you're a wealthy player in Upland, you get UPX for free, essentially, in the game. And you can purchase seeds at a nursery with UPX. So in a sense, you're getting your seeds for free if you use your free UPX. So why would you spend US dollars when you could get your seeds for free? And this is the question. But the answer is, if no one is generating seeds, then there's no seeds for you to buy in UPX. So someone has to generate the seeds. Someone has to spend US dollars to get the seeds into the game. And some people are willing to do that. Some people aren't. And so the one thing that you're going to have to keep in mind when you're generating seeds is, how did I get my Sparklet? How much money did I spend for each Sparklet? And in that case, how much should I be charging for the seeds that I generated? And this is something that you're going to have to worry about if you decide to sell your seeds, or even if you decide to generate them. I don't have a calculator that will tell you how much you're spending in US dollars based on if you purchased the seeds in Upland. And I'll just show you what that actually means at the moment. If you were to purchase $100 worth of Sparklet right now in game, it would cost, you would spend $100 and you would get 3,537 Sparklet. I have a little tool here which shows the price of Sparklet. 1,000 Sparklet on the exchanges at the moment will cost you $19.46. So if I were to type in 3,537, the value that's here, you would see that on an exchange, that same amount of Sparklet, instead of costing $100, which it does in game, only costs $68. And to get that amount of Sparklet into the game is only going to cost me another $2 or $3 at most. So it's not, like, if you look at the two values, it's not worth buying it in game. But the reason why you would buy it in game is if you were not experienced, you didn't have a MetaMask wallet, you don't know how to buy Sparklet on an exchange, you don't know that you have to have Ethereum to convert it to Sparklet, and you don't know how to buy Ethereum in the first place. All of those things require some knowledge or experience. So doing it in game is the easy thing, and this is why Upland's charging as much as they are, is because the convenience of purchasing Sparklet in game. You don't have to worry about anything. There's no risk. It's, you spend your $100, you get your Sparklet, and it takes about 10 minutes for it to show up in your wallet, in my experience. If you buy Sparklet here, it's going to be 10 minutes before it shows up in your account. And in most cases, that's fine. If you were to do it on an exchange, it's going to do the same thing. It's the amount of time it takes to get it into the game is the longest part of your wait. I live in Canada, and I'm lucky enough that I have access to a thing called ShakePay. It's an online digital bank, essentially. And I can send my Canadian dollars to ShakePay, and then I can convert it into Ethereum within the application. It costs a little bit, but that's what you're paying to get it immediately. I can then send the Ethereum to my MetaMask wallet, and then I can convert Ethereum into Sparklet in the wallet, and then I can send the Sparklet into Upland through the portal right here. Let's bring Sparklet into Upland is what you would use. And that allows me to get the Sparklet into the game. And it's actually quite an easy thing to do if you've done it before. If you haven't done it before, you have to do a bunch of setting things up. And again, I don't want to be the person that helps you do that. I'm just showing you that there are two ways to get Sparklet into the game, and you're going to need Sparklet to generate seeds. So that's pretty much the first stage. This is the first video. The next video will be on how to generate Sparklet and the cost of what that is. Again, these series of videos are basically just about seeds, plants, Sparklet, Upland. Thanks for watching.